trading stocks? Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philskagg.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
The Fed doesn't want to talk about it or even admit it, but inflation is a problem, and it's going to be a bigger problem going forward.
Finally, somebody's talking about inflation, telling the truth about inflation. Inflation is, it's one of the worst things in an economy. It's so understated, it's incredible. It really is. People just don't get it until it crashes the market. But let's talk about today. I'm tired of hearing how we have this from these jibber jabbers from the fake Business News Network, how we have this housing market, this fantastic housing boom. We've heard that before. Look what happened. Some housing boom. When we had the housing crash, remember prices dropped about 35%. Homeowners lost 18 trillion to 20 trillion in their net worth. 12 million people lost their homes to foreclosure, which was a boom to Warren Buffett and his boys. Less than 25% of the 10 million who lost their home are back into home ownership. Most of them are leasing their home from Buffett and his pals on Wall Street. Blackstone, you know the names. Now, the housing boom would be terrific. It'd be great. That's what you need, because the housing boom is now the backbone of this country. It used to be small businesses, but now it's the housing boom. Everything's housing. Everything we do is housing. And we want it to be good. We want it to be successful. We want it to be sustainable, but it's not. We're going to see a worse crash than ever before. Now, it would be great if we were having this boom due to wage increases and economic GDP growth. That's what drives housing. It always has. For the last 50, 60 years, it always drove the price of your home, the market. If the CEOs of companies were taking profits and plowed it back into their company by way of business investment, new equipment, new machinery, so their workers could produce more, so their workers could get more income, and the economy would grow, that's a good housing boom. But that's not what's happening. House prices aren't going up because our CEOs are plowing money back into their company by way of business investment. No, the they are taking the money and plow it back into stock buybacks to make themselves rich and their shareholders. It doesn't benefit the company. It doesn't benefit the workers. It doesn't benefit Main Street. Just them. That's why this housing boom is fake. Now, you got to understand about this housing boom, how it came about. So therefore, but you have to go back in time. If you're going to really, let's pull this apart and let's really take a look. Let's get under the hood and let's just see how good this is. If you bought a home in the last year, are you safe? If you bought that home and you put 10% down, are you safe? If you put 20% down, are you safe? No, you're not. But let's really look at it. Now, remember, Warren Buffett at Berkshire Hathaway, remember they just shut down the pipeline? So the first day in office, our president shuts down the Keystone Pipeline. Now, let's go talk about that for a moment. It still has to do with housing. You'll see. I'll put it together. Buffett owns one of the largest railroad networks in North America. It's called Burlington Northern Santa Fe Corp. His rails run 32,500 miles, crossing 28 states, even goes through Canada. You know what he does? Those rails carry oil, mostly oil, some coal, but 85 or 75% is oil, 25% coal. That's the single biggest profit driver of Berkshire Hathaway. Now remember, he bought this railroad for peanuts, $44 billion. That's it, back in 2009. It became a cash machine. It became better than a casino for Buffett in Berkshire. The railroad has sent more than $15 billion back in dividends to its shareholders. This has been just an incredible thing, this railroad. As a result, remember, he took care of President Obama, who was Senator Obama. That's how he became a senator. It was Buffett who gave him the money to win that race. It was Buffett who gave him the money to get into the White House. It was Buffett who gave the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee $500,000 because he wanted to protect that railroad. And that's why Obama shut it down, to protect him, because that was Berkshire's cash cow. That's why the railroad was closed. Also, it was closed the second time because 8 years later, or about 13 years later, I guess, Warren Buffett, who owns this railroad and still transporting all that oil, donated $58 million to Biden's campaign. Now, can you imagine how much money Buffett would lose? How many billions that railroad would lose if that oil pipeline was operating? They shut it down. First day in office, it's the first thing he did for his buddy Buffett. Down again. Down again. Now you're saying, well, what's that got to do with housing? Same situation. Same thing. Corporate welfare. So this boom in housing in 2008, remember how it came about? It came about with QE. You would never have this boom in housing if we didn't have QE. In fact, if you put up a chart, and you put up a chart that shows the home prices, and you put on that chart two lines from 2008. The line going up showing how prices have increased, and then put another line on the Federal Reserve and how they artificially pushed these housing prices up. Because quantitative easing, the idea was to keep interest rates at zero, near zero, so that you could take the long-term treasury in which you got a mortgage, so those prices would be really low. Interest rates would be really low in a 30-fixture rate mortgage. In every time they sell houses to banks, what do? they turn around and they bundle them, these mortgages, which is secured by a note, bundle them, and they sell them to the Federal Reserve. So the banks can continue even doing more mortgages. And they've been doing this ever since 2008. That's what's been driving this market, this housing market, the price. It's all fake. If it wasn't for QE, if it wasn't for keeping interest rates low, if it wasn't for printing all this money that has destroyed the dollar and just totally destroyed it, you wouldn't have these prices going up. So these prices are all fake. It's artificial. What's going to happen? I'll tell you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, we're talking about the housing market and how the fake Business News Network is telling you every day how great this housing market is, best thing ever. Well, let me tell you, this housing market is tearing away at our foundation, our financial foundation of this country. It's tearing it away. And it's going to create a hell of a collapse, bigger than the last one. Because remember how housing works. Prices go up based on wages and economic growth. But they replaced that with QE. They replaced it by printing all this money, destroying the value of your dollar, your purchasing power, to go in and buy treasuries, keep interest rates down, so that they can give these loans very cheap to people to buy these houses. They don't care any longer about what the rates are, what their income is. They could care less, as long as they keep these rates low. Now, the problem is that, and we got to go back a little bit, when the market crashed in 2008, we had everybody losing their homes. Remember what happened? The first thing Buffett did, now remember, Buffett already got a deal. He got a first gift with his railroad. They shut down the pipeline. Now he needed a second gift. He goes to Obama with his investors, and they decided to buy all the homes, all these homes, him and his wealthy investors, from the banks with pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. Now remember, when they made the deal, Buffett's a pretty smart guy. He wanted to make sure that he was buying homes in the right area of the country. What's that mean? Well, the rule of thumb when buying a home is to follow a price-to-income ratio of 2.6%. I mean, if you can afford the price of a home on 2.6 years worth of your household income, then it's affordable. So being a smart guy, not only did he and his group buy these houses, pennies on a dollar, 15 cents, 25 cents, Obama took care of him. Wouldn't it have been nice if they sold those houses back to the people who lost them? Anyways, let's move on. Don't get into that. So there are only 16 markets of our nation's 100 most populated cities where that average works, where an earner can afford a house below the 2.6 sweet spot. So he bought, and his guys, you know the name Blackstone, and another company for him was Home Partners. So they made sure all the homes they purchased were right in those areas in the United States. As I said, there's only 16 markets out of the 100 that fits that criteria of 2.6%. That's how smart he was. Now he goes and he picks up all the homes. That kills the inventory. The inventory, boom, gone from the market. That immediately raises prices. That's inflation. Oh, it's transitory. That's the first thing he did. So now we got all this inflation going, and then they start printing all this money to get interest rates down every day, print that money, get rates down. That's more inflation. and killing your dollar even more. And just like his railroad, he benefited out of this in this housing market. But the problem is we took too much inventory off. So taking all that inventory out, that created price increases. Price increases. Think about that. And then what he did, he leased them. He leased all these houses. The price of leases going up over 50% since 2008 when the people were having trouble with their leases. Remember, he made a deal with Obama when he purchased these. How smart this guy was. He was looking out 10 years, 13 years. He said, if these leases go bad, then Obama, I want a deal that the government, if the tenant can't pay me, then you pay me. And that's what's going on. That's why they came up with the deal of the leases, it's moratorium on these leases. So Buffett and his crew are making a fortune. Remember, prices went up, rentals went up about over 50%. He's sitting there. Even if he doesn't get paid, he's making millions of dollars, and his partners, because the government, you and I, are bailing him out. So they shut down the pipeline for him to make billions. Now they're turning around and doing this deal. So him and his partners, they're the top 1/100th of 1 percentile. There's only 2,200 of them in the United States. They're making a fortune. But guess what it's doing? It's killing the economy, because the amount of inflation we're getting from printing all those dollars to keep interest rates down so you can go get a cheap mortgage, that's killing you. Go to the grocery store. You're buying, instead of 2 bags of groceries, you're getting 1 bag of groceries because of that. Nobody's benefiting except these guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. So these home rentals right now, they're going to, once again, they're going to extend these moratoriums. So now they got moratorium on homes. If you got a mortgage, you get a moratorium. So that doesn't get on the market, so there's no inventory there. Before, you used to go ahead and foreclose on those houses. If you're late 30 days, you get something in the mail red, right? Remember on the mailbox, open the mailbox, you look at overdue, right? No more. First you get a moratorium. Even when the moratorium is up, even before they extend it, even if they don't extend it, you have to first go to counseling. And then you have to negotiate with the bank. So that's going to be another year. You don't have to make any payments. Lease payments. You know, people owe behind as much as $100,000 in their leases. All this is coming together. And remember where this all started. This would not have happened if it wasn't for the QE back in 2008 started by Obama. If he didn't start that with Bernanke, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we got this whole boom in housing going, prices going crazy, but guess what? Wages aren't going up, and our economy is not growing. The two things you need to have a solid foundation under your house, under the housing market, that's the foundation. GDP growth and wage growth, that's not happening. They got rid of that. They don't need that anymore. That's why this is becoming the biggest bubble ever. And they're going to just, why do you think they turned around and said, gee, we better not increase rates the other day? Remember that? The more we get back, we're going to take a look at some stocks we should be in.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang radio show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang social media, keeping you connected.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The unfolding of a market crash. If you don't think the stock market's going to crash, then you got to be nuts. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes ever. Just because they're stimulating the economy, they're plugging money in, keep driving up the debt. No, the market is going to crash. I bring you evidence every Friday on my YouTube channel I review the week and tell you why we're getting closer to crash. So don't miss it. It's free for everyone. Go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. Please, this Friday, I am going to, again, post it. And I post it between 6:30 and 7. It's free. And I'm going to post a chart for you that shows the housing market, the prices going up since 2000, actually since 2011. And then you're going to see the Federal Reserve, a line going right in unison, going straight up with it, the amount of purchases, mortgage-backed securities that they're purchasing. That's all fake. And the way they raise the money to purchase the mortgages from the bank is they print it. That printing of money is destroying the value of your dollar. That's why your gasoline is going up. That's why everything is going up. It's that dollar. There's the problem. Just like we're importing all these goods because we don't make goods here anymore. And because our dollar is not worth $1 anymore, and it keeps going down in value, we're actually paying more for all these goods. That's tremendous inflation. Tremendous inflation. And this housing is going to be what's going to take this whole market apart. Because you can't just sit there and say, okay, I got a plan. We're going to drive the housing market up. We're going to drive the housing market up. And what we're going to do this time, it was going to print all kinds of money and make sure we keep interest rates down by buying treasuries. We don't care for destroying everybody's dollar, their purchasing power. Who cares? Let's keep driving these prices up. And it was so beautiful by Buffett. He made sure he was in those areas of the country where people could afford these houses. I mean, what a stroke of genius that was. He made sure, think of it, out of all these markets, 100 markets, he targeted 16 markets out of 100 where the average earner can afford a house below that 2.6 sweet spot. I mean, think about that. Meaning, if you can afford the price of a home on 2.6 years worth of household, then you're okay. You're considered affordable. So he knew exactly where he was going to go and purchase all these homes. So it took our inventory. Now we're short all kinds of inventory. And when the leases go bad, he gets paid. He and his investors get paid from us, you and me. Yeah, they get paid. Every time they put somebody, you got a lease, some leases are $100,000 behind. So you and I paid the $100,000 Buffett and his investors. We're the schmucks. We're paying him. When you hear the government's paying them, the government's subsidizing Buffett, he's subsidizing these houses and subsidizing these moratoriums and also forbearance on these houses being foreclosed on. Are you kidding me? That's another reason why there's no inventory. You used to get inventory by foreclosing on houses. But I want to get back to what do you do in a market like this? You got to keep driving this market higher. Here's what they're doing. They're telling us they know right now they're in a fix. They can't raise rates at all because it's been too low for too long. And the consequence is when it's too low for too long, you can't raise them. I told you this before. It's like a guy on heroin. He's been on heroin a month, maybe can help him. 2 months, 3 months, maybe. But he's on 6 months, it's over. His life's over. You can't do anything. That's the same thing when you keep interest rates at zero for 13 years. Are you kidding me? There's so much inflation in the market. But debt too. Our debt is so huge. Imagine you have $125 trillion worth of promises. We promised, the government promised Medicare for everybody. Now they're promising Social Security for everybody. And it's all unfunded. They don't have the money for it. Yellen, Aunt B, went to Congress last Wednesday and said, we're broke. I'm upset. This is going to be awful. I can't pay the bondholders. The folks that we borrowed money from and we gave them a bond, Treasury bond, give them a 10-year Treasury bond. We can't pay them back. They're due. And we can't pay China back. This is going to be horrific. This is going to be, you got to raise the debt ceiling. Oh, that's going to be fun. So what do? Well, let's play the game. Play the game. Make sure you're in those stocks that they're promoting. What stocks? The stock that your senator is in, your representative is in. Just follow Pelosi. You'll know where the money's going. All the guys on Wall Street are in. All the insurance companies, hedge funds, banks. Where's all their money? Where'd they accumulate their wealth in the last 13 years? Big tech. Now, last week they tried to get you to start buying bank stocks, right? How well did that work? That's another joke. So they tell you to buy bank stocks. And so people started to buy these bank stocks and they're going to get hurt. They're going to get hurt. They're buying. I'm watching the bank stocks going up and I see the money's going down. Now the money flow is going out. So there's more people selling than buying. But these people who are looking at a regular chart, they're seeing their stock goes up. But unfortunately, their chart that's going up they're looking at is not red. They have all these different colors. These multiple colors of green and red, green and red, green and red. So anybody's looking at it, just take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, if you went and started to buy into this lie on June 21st, from June 21st to today, it's all red, has never turned green. But look on your own chart. Your candlesticks are red, green, red, green, right? So you don't know that. At least mine tell you. What are you, nuts? You're buying Wells Fargo? Are you out of your mind? Are you listening to Varney? And here's Varney today. Listen to Varney today. First he tells us, remember Varney said,
don't ever take investment advice from me.
That was a good thing he said. Don't ever take it. And then today he comes out and he talks about his 401k. Listen.
First day of the second half of what's already been a spectacular year for stocks. If you haven't done it already, do yourself a favor and check your 401k, all right?
Check your 401k. How are you going to check it? What are you going to do with it? How are you going to check it? There's an oil, like dipstick in your car? Is there a hood on your 401k? You pop it open, you look in the engine? What do you mean check it, Varney? That's great advice. Hey, check it. What's it have wheels? Do we a windshield we go water? What do we do, Varney? How do you check it? Oh, you're going to call one of those honest mutual fund managers? Oh, they're going to tell you the truth. How are you going to check it? You can't. I can. My members can. Because not only did I design a chart for individual stocks that tell you when to get in, when to get out, when to add, when to run like hell, and best yet, turn your position to make money as the stock goes down, called shorting. But we designed another chart. It's a tracker. It's a mutual fund tracker. And nobody else has it. They shouldn't, because it's patented. It's the only one that tells you, if it gives you an alert. If you're a mutual fund, you better be bailing out. It tells you. If your mutual fund's getting into danger, it tells you. So you can at least do something. You can do something. How many times, you talk about check your 401k. What does that mean? Varney, what's it mean? Check your own 401k. The hell does that mean? But on your tracker, you can check it. And nobody else has these trackers. So why don't you use it for 30 days free? See if I'm full of it. See if I'm making all this up. See who's telling the truth, me or Varney. At least you can look at it, and it tells you. It gives you warnings. It tells you you got to do something. It's telling you, hey, you better do something with your 401k. So just go to my site, philsgang.com. You get it for 30 days. Do yourself a favor, and you'll see it works. If it doesn't, don't use it. Hey, I'll be back with some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, we have inflation is probably about 15%. 15%, not this 2% they keep talking about. The housing market is causing tremendous inflation, and the prices, remember, are fake because the prices are not sustainable, because the prices always come from economic growth, wage increases. It used to be 3.5% a year. That's right. Not 25%, 30%. Yeah, I get a kick when they come, oh, the housing market's up since March of 2020 to now. It's up 38%. I mean, it's amazing. From 2008, it's up 50%. Doesn't mean it's going to stay there. That's how's it going to stay there? It's not going to stay there because wages that are going up. The wages are going to the wrong people. The only wages you see, they're saying, wages going up because people are forced to pay people to come back to work. They got to get back to work. So instead of paying them $15, they're going to pay them $35. How long is that going to last? Are you kidding me? When Biden said the other day, if anybody says, never mind Biden, if anyone says, just pay them more. That's what Biden said. Just pay them more. They never ran a business. These wages that they have to pay people that begging to come in, it doesn't work. And small businesses are in deep trouble. And it's small startup business, they're not even starting business anymore. And the small startup business is the backbone of our country. And the backbone of our country is the middle class. And the middle class is being destroyed. And they're not starting up businesses. You combine that with the fact we got the biggest, the fakest housing market ever. The stock market, at least the stock market, we know when to get out. And right now, I'm going to tell you, 85% of the people, and I tell you this all the time, you don't believe it, 85% of the people lose money in the stock markets, they don't know when to get out. More than that, lose money in 401ks. Because they not only can't they get out, when the market starts crashing, if it starts crashing in the morning, you can't even do anything until at night. You got to sit there and get whipped. Imagine that. You're in who would buy a 401k and all of a sudden the market starts crashing 9:30 in the morning, and I've seen this. It starts crashing, it's down 1,000 points. The minute you start opening, it's in a crash. And you call your, whoever the hell it is, okay, your guru that's taking care of your 401k, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? He's going to say, you'll be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Just don't worry about it. How many times did you hear that? Right now, don't fight the Fed. They're going to keep on pushing because the inflation's so high. The inflation's so high. And what they do, they keep lying and they keep saying that the inflation's 2%, and they keep telling you, look, keep buying the tech stocks. Keep buying tech stocks because we have low inflation. We have low yields. We got such low yields. You go ahead and keep buying big tech. Things are good. The economy's really booming. Well, wait a minute. If you have low yields, we can't get back above 150 basis points. We were at 172 basis points in April, and every time we're averaging 145 basis points. And when we get near that 150 basis point, they drive it right back down to 145, 44. So the problem is, remember, big tech stocks and material stocks, your oil stocks, utilities, all those stocks, they do well when you have low yields, low rates on your 10-year treasury. And what are they doing? They're printing more money to make sure they buy treasuries, the Federal Reserve, to make sure we have low yields on the treasury. They're forcing them down. And so people are getting sucked into all the big tech and the semis and materials, and that's okay, but you got to know when to get out. Look, and not only get out, we're buying them. We're buying them. We think we just found God and said, we're not going to buy them. The key is we know when to get out of these. So we're going to keep making money as they go up, and then we'll make money as they go down. I'm not making this stuff up. Give you an example. One of our gold stocks, it was up 28%. We knew when to get out. AU is the symbol. We knew when to get. It told us to get out. First it was green. We're putting money in. Then it turned yellow, giving us a warning. The big institutions were pulling money out. Then as soon as she turned red, we turned around and just changed our position. If you know how to put a light switch on and turn a light switch off, it's that easy. And now it's down 22%. So we're making up 28% to the upside, 22% to the downside. Caterpillar, one of our biggest stocks. We've been in that thing for almost 5 years. Caterpillar's up 14%. 14%. Why? Because, again, low yields. Low yields. And this is what's funny with the low yields. They're telling us the economy's good. No, when yields are low, the economy's bad. You know you got a good economy, a strong economy, a healthy economy when you have high yields. I remember Maria Barroso, she don't talk about it anymore. She said that on TV 2 or 3 mornings in a row. Remember I told you? She was getting crazy. She was going, how can they tell us this is a great economy when the yields are going down? When the yields go down, it's a bad economy. She don't talk about it anymore. Caterpillar, up 14%, made 13% on the way down. Intel, that's another one of our stocks in our portfolio. We have a stock portfolio. 16%. Intel went up 16%, but we knew exactly when to get out and change our position to sell it short. So now we got a 14% on the downside. See, that's the key. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to this stuff that, oh, you better buy because of this and better buy because of that. Never mind this and that. Look at one thing. Where is the trend of the money? I don't care what stock you look at. And that's the beautiful thing of learning how to make money when stocks are going down. Because if the trend of money is going down, then you can make money on that stock with the trend going down. But you never do that because you never had anybody explain to you what shorting is. It's so easy because they don't want you to short because they don't make money shorting. Now again, I'm not suggesting every one of our gang members made on our gold stock 28% up and 22% down, or on Caterpillar made 14% up and 13% down. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's the window of opportunity. That's a profit center. Every one of our stocks is like a small business. So each one of our stocks is a small business, and that was the profit center, the window of opportunity. When they decide to get in when it's green, that's up to you. I can't go to their house and force them to pull the trigger. Same thing with shorting. I can't force. So maybe somebody got on Caterpillar, maybe on the way up they got 7%. Maybe somebody got 5%. Somebody got 10%. It doesn't matter. If you just get 5% a month for every month, if you got 5 stocks, 6 stocks, and they're the most popular stocks, and these stocks are owned by the hedge funds, by the biggest banks, by the biggest insurance companies, by the 401ks, all you have to do is go to the Dow 30, pick out a couple stocks there, go to the S&P 100, pick out a couple stocks there. These are the most popular stocks. And then you wait until the pattern or the color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to add, when not to. And we do that every day. Every day at 2 o'clock, we post every day our portfolio so our members know exactly what to do. There's no guesswork. Here's Apple.
Apple, still holding this one long. I would say take some profits on Apple. Keep your stop at 133.
And it tells you exactly what to do with all our stocks in our portfolio. So just go to my site, philsgang.com. Go to the Working Investor Group. Sign up. You get 10 days free. You get the color-coded chart. You get the membership. And with the membership, it's up to you. You can come to all our classes. Everything's archived. You can use it all as little as you want. Now, for you poor folks in 401k, I mean, you're not going to get out in time. Did you get out in time in 1987? Did you get out in time the dot-com? Did you get out in time with the housing con? You think you're going to get out in time with the QE con? Remember what this QE is. This QE, I will never forget the day that Bernanke lied to Congress. When the congressman asked him, who's benefiting the most from QE, which means printing all this money, destroying the value of everybody's working hard, their dollars, to buy treasuries, to artificially keep interest rates down to zero. That'd be nice if they're taking the money, CEOs, and putting it in their business so people could get big wage increases and the economy grow. No, they didn't do that. They're destroying this economy. So all you have to do to make money is just make sure you're in the stocks that are favoring all this inflation. That's all. Stocks that are favoring these low yields they're talking about. Join my gang for 10 days. And all I say is if you do, please help St. Jude make money.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.